What is up, everybody? My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. In today's video, I'm joined with my buddy Kevin from Lawn Care Juggernaut. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at a leaf removal job, and he's going to break it down for us, as well as some of the other facets to the leaf removal business. How's it going, Kevin?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
I'm glad to have you here, man. So first question is, how long have you been doing leaf cleanup jobs?
So I started in the fall of 2013. We started with tree limb cleanup type stuff because there was an ice storm. And then I moved right into doing the leaf cleanups. My first one was like $50 and it took me like 2 days. Bad mistake.
Right. And then what equipment were you using whenever you first started doing leaf cleanup?
Man, I had a little white Toyota and with a like hatchback topper on it and trash bags and a rake. I had a push mower in there, and I remember using the push mower and I was just like, man, I wish this thing just had a bag on the back. That would help clean this up. Didn't even know there were other big equipment that you could use at that time.
Me neither. I didn't even know that leaf removal was that big of a business until I passed out pressure washing flyers and someone called me and said, hey, how much would you charge me to come remove all the leaves? And I had no idea even where to start on a bid for leaf removal. So I guess if you could talk to some of that as well, like how do you do your quotes for some of those jobs?
So when I go into it, I tell my client up front, we're an hourly company. I in my opinion, there's guys in the industry that would go both ways and they'd say, well, you need to bid it by the job and say this is how much it is straightforward. In my opinion, that tends to bite me more than it is a beneficial factor. Right. So I think it's fair to treat my clients, with an hourly price, and I just tell them, hey, this is how much it is. That's fair for you, fair for me, and I never go negative.
Oh, that's awesome. So you just give them an hourly rate and you just say, hey, this could take me, do you give them a range, like a time range? Like it take me 5, 6, 7 hours, or obviously not that long?
We handle, well, there's some jobs that do take that long.
Really?
So most of the jobs that we take care of are probably in the 2 to 4 hour range for man hours. But yeah, we've had some that take all day. So.
Wow. But they're okay with the price discrepancy though? Because I mean, obviously, like if you were charging $50 an hour, let's say, and it was 2 hours would be $100 as opposed to like maybe like 8 hours being, $400.
Yeah. So I actually charge 85 per man hour with 2 guys. I charge $100 an hour if I'm by myself, right, and 70 if I have 3 people. That's different and that number, in all honesty, I'm gonna tell you right now, right, that number came out of me not knowing my numbers very well. So I found out, hey, I make money at this point, and then I crank that up a bit, and then I know I'm making decent money. So, just to say that's probably not the number you should go with, and you might have a hard time selling with that. I'm a pretty confident dude, and, I'm able to lay it out in a way that, the clients see the benefit. I also, my dump fees are covered in that. That's another thing too. So, but yeah, if it's a job that I'm like, if I know they need some more security, like they haven't worked with me, I'll do what I call a cap out rate, which is kind of like giving them a hard number. But I say, hey, this is how long I think it's going to take. I'm going to add a little bit of time on that so that I'm safe. That's your cap out mark. And if I go over that, then I eat it. If it's under that, I'll adjust accordingly.
And a lot of people ask me about quoting, and it's the same thing. It's basically like a trial and error. At least when you're first starting out, you kind of have to find out, you're going to get bid a couple times. You're going to underquote jobs, but ultimately you just got to find that balance, and it seems like you've struck a good balance with that. So on the screen now is your truck. You guys are doing, it's like vacuuming into the back of your truck. How much was that build? And can you kind of break that down a little bit?
So I want to say the box we spent probably around $300 or $400. It's not the first time I've done it. So doing that a couple different times, it was about $300 or $400. You got the wood in there. I use bungee cords to strap that back, and that way we can pull it off when we're going to dump it. And then there's a mesh tarp on the top. And then as far as the vacuum itself, I couldn't afford a vacuum at the time, like a commercial vac for a leaf loader. I found one at a pawn shop, put a parking lot impeller blade on it from a parking lot blower, slapped that on the engine, bolted it right to the truck, and it worked as a commercial unit. I did have a 6.5 horsepower engine on it, and then this year, it's been about a year and a half now, we put a Harbor Freight engine on it. So this is probably the final year for that vacuum.
So the video is wrapping up now. Every video that I do have a word of the day. Do you want to give the word of the day for anybody who's watching this far into the video?
I had a video where I was walking and I looked like Sasquatch, man, right? And it was like, because I didn't do a thumbnail for it, and we were at the GIE convention.
Right.
Since then, he's called me, was it Sasquatch or not? And Jugger Squatch. Do Jugger Squatch down there.
Awesome. So if you guys made it this far in the video, comment down below Jugger Squatch. Y'all can spell it exactly how you want to. It doesn't matter. It still counts. And if you comment that down below, I'll hashtag you a real one. My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. Be sure to go check out Kevin at Lawn Juggernaut and go subscribe to his channel. Until next time, hustle hard and get that money, baby. Peace.